All right, so let's get straight into it as I speak with my first guest. He is a content creator, he's a vlogger, a brand influencer, known for documenting different days of his life, what happens, the activities that go on, just telling a story, and also influencing for various brands is one that is very well known for, and I think he's done a pretty good job at that. Allow me to welcome the one and only Kadochi, the roadman. Bunch boy, are you still the roadman or what?
Yeah, I'm still the roadman.
Because you're always on the road.
Because I'm always on the road. Yeah.
And I wonder how you move on the road. What mode of transport do you use on the road?
It's Yango all the way.
We'll bring a quotation here. We'll give in fact invoice for mentioning. But obviously they're one of our clients.
Yeah.
But when you look back over the years, did you ever think that your vlogs would take you this far?
To be honest, I never thought it would take me this far because it was just something I used to do for fun. You know what I mean? When I was starting, they even used to make fun of me, like, guys, I better cheat, I'm a pitana, check on my gay, oh, shiny. You know what I mean? At some point, I even made the video complaining that, oh, I'm a guy, one day I'm a cheat, why is he? But at this point of time, I shoot my vlogs, talks, it also be that question. Yeah.
But so you're not really interested in getting a job. You're okay with the vlogging and content creation.
Yeah, content creation is more like my job. That's what I'm doing for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool with me because I love what I do.
Yeah, and it's keeping you well.
Yeah, it's keeping me well.
Yeah, you're surviving because others would think, how exactly is the money coming out of this content creation?
Yeah, man, I go at it. Like, I just portray how I live my lifestyle almost every day, and then people enjoy watching me. So yeah, that's how I make my money, just by living my life. You know what I mean?
Kadochi, let's talk about the big issue. Yeah, last weekend, Casper Nyovest was in the country.
Yeah.
Nasty C was in the country. There's Black Diamond, there's Bobby. It's a number of artists on stage. I was the MC. Co-MC was Slim.
Yeah.
And I remember I called you on stage.
Yeah.
You went to speak on stage, and next thing I'm seeing, after I called you on stage, people were booing you. I know you explained a bit of this on your Facebook page, but what do you remember from that particular ordeal, from that moment there?
The thing is, when you introduced me on stage, Slim had already introduced me, and then I think the timing wasn't right because people were like excited for Bob. You know what I mean? When I come back to Bob, I'm excited, and then you were like, okay, before he comes through, let me introduce a friend of mine, and you know, people had no patience. They were like, is it for Bob? But before I even got on stage, people were like already upset. Something they were like pissed. So I was trying to calm them down and don't worry guys, the Bosch introduced Bob. Others were throwing bottles at me. So you know, when people like pushing you to the edge, you know I'm human, yellow plus badge. Because they go to something background, because they go to my shorts.
Hey.
So that is, but I was trying, social media nothing. I thought as though I was disrespecting people. But what I was trying to say is, only ordinary. In case you can even use my promo code Kadochi. But people took it the wrong way. They were like, come back to ordinary way.
But isn't that what you said?
No, like,
you know.
They just didn't get the point, what I was trying to say. But all in all, I apologize for that, and you know what I mean? It is what it is.
I was watching the video. I was actually watching it this morning, right before the interview. And then you also said you're going to stay away from events again because you think this issue has gotten physical in real life.
Yeah, because this thing hasn't really been like on social media only. It has gotten to a point where it's now real. So I fear for my lifetime, you know what I mean? So even when I reached by the event, there were some people that were like throwing some bad comments. Guys, you know, a guy. So I ignored, you know what I mean? But then I feel like, for the sake of my own security, I won't say I won't be going to such events. I'll be going, but then I'll be in the low key. I mean, on a buera. Guys are you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'll be going.
Who exactly encouraged you to apologize? Did you just think about it yourself, or did people tell you, I think Appa should apologize?
But no one told me. I just thought of it because people took it the wrong way. I was seeing some comments were like, I used to be your fan, but what you said to us was really hurtful. Those words were not nice, you know. Us, we like you as a humble guy. You know? So I thought, okay, every story has got two sides, you know what I mean? Just because you were in so I had to clear that part. So I said to everybody that I offended when I said those words, I'm really sorry and I apologize. And then, yeah, I've got people that support me. I wouldn't say everyone is a hater. I've got people that really put in their efforts into my contents. They've really invested their time in what I do. You know what I mean?
But what I remember, Parija Day, so at that particular time, yes, I called you on stage, and I think I was trying to help the guys, because even from the video, if people look in the background, there I was. I think I went back to the DJ's deck. I think there's something we're trying to do or trying to sort out. So I'm like, okay, cool. While Kadochi is talking to people, let me help the guys this side. And then one of the DJs tells me, wait, when I'm Zako, what's happening? I take a look, and then people are throwing, and so and then I try to get the mic from you, like, okay, Kadochi, I think it's okay. But you didn't want to give me the mic. You held on to it. It seems like you still had more to say, isn't it?
I think so, because in that moment, that's what I was saying, background, because I got shorts to something. So, you know, under the intoxication, you just know how it is. But then, it was what it was. My point was just misunderstood. And then,
so what have you been able to learn from that particular moment?
at that moment,
That you never drink before going on stage, or
no, I wasn't really drunk, but I was a bit, you know what I mean. But I wouldn't say I was really, really drunk. I still can remember like everything that was happening and how everything went down. I still remember everything. But then what I can say is, I think I need to be more clearer with my words. I need to like go straight to the point, not trying to go through the corners. I think I should be clear with what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Not just because my jokes are every joke has got its own punchline. But it's a joke. But you know what I mean?
But what's interesting, and people wondering, okay, I got some people asking me this question. So why did you call Kadochi? Is he a comedian? What was he doing on stage? And I was like, I've been explaining to people, those who've been asking me in person, that look, it's something that you and I always do. Food market. At Manda Hill, I usually call you up on stage, you say something, and people always love seeing you on stage. Every time, I think the last time, a certain client that was advertising at the food market, and they were making an announcement. I'm there, we're doing something with a client there, with the audience. Then I hear the crowd just going, I'm wondering, what's happening? I look this side, Kadochi. Kadochi is always coming. You think you're taking a video. So I'm like, you know, people love Kadochi, so let's call him upon. But before, when MC Slim called you, what was the reaction from the crowd?
It was just okay, we vibed. Everybody was happy and all that. That's what I'm saying. I think the timing was just wrong.
Yeah.
It was really wrong because people were waiting for Bobby East and all that. So, but everything was cool. I ended up on stage, so yeah, that's it. But it was just the wrong timing according to my point of view.
Yeah. But that's another thing, like the fact that people still love you, because before that booing, you said you were vibing very well with the crowd. Or like food market, you vibe well with the crowd. So meaning, in as much as people send all these hate comments, I'm sure you also realize that the people who just love you as Kadochi.
Sure.
And how does that make you feel? Despite booing or whatever, but the fact that you can still be on stage and people will be like, hey, Kadochi.
That's why I apologize, because I'd seen that some people really love me, genuinely loving me. Others didn't boo, but they were hurt with what I said. You know what I mean? I took it as a joke, but so I need to be very careful with the words I use from now on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because even me, per stage, one also hit me. I had to just. But did any of them hit you?
No. There's a pit. There's a way I can bike. What is it?
You know, it's funny. We can laugh about this now, but. Moments,
it's very
because people are literally throwing bottles of alcohol, bottles of alcohol, water, what, and you're just able to. But what's interesting is that you had. I remember when I met you backstage. I met you with Mianda. What did she say to you after you got off stage?
The thing is, we were not really seeing what was happening. At least when I was side, you know what I mean? VIP side says so Mianda didn't even know, but she was just hearing the noise. She was like, I heard the noise, some noise at that side. What was happening? And I told her what happened. She was like, no, we have to go because it's not safe anymore. Because the crowd did, because it congested. You know what I mean? So after that, we left.
But did I meet you afterwards? After, I think, so you didn't even see Nasty C perform?
No, I didn't. I left after Black Diamond. I mean, after Bobby. After Bobby came on stage.
So straight after the booing, you went home?
Yes. I had to because I was scared for my life, you know what I mean? When people are drunk, it's elo paja pochoka paja peze. Crowded shemaning.
So you didn't even see when Nasty C also
No, I didn't
said
see, I didn't see anything.
But what did you do? What was the first thing that came to mind when you saw Jacrip, yeah, Nasty C?
Sometimes people get overexcited Kuba shows, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that guy just wanted the hug from him. Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, we're still hanging out with Kadochi, and we'll talk about more just after the short break. Still hanging out with the roadman Kadochi, who was just telling us right before the short break that straight after booing, guys, piamo. So she's the one who suggested to you that you leave.
Yes. But I also saw it that she was right. I had to leave because I had also taken some shows. Plus 9, one thought that I'm dying. Yeah. So I just had to maybe since she wasn't drinking, so I thought if I come back over zero.
By the way, how did you meet Miand?
Wow. At my friend's birthday party, she was one of the invited guests that night. Yeah.
She just thought that Akabiongo.
She wasn't talking to anyone. She was just quiet. Everybody else was dancing to the music, vibing.
Yeah.
But she was just seated, pressing her phone. And then it's in Makonda, so I thought, let me say hi to this girl.
Yeah.
I was started talking. Yeah, the rest is history.
The rest is history. And it became what it is.
Yeah.
And then you also involve her in your vlogs. Has she always been comfortable from day one to be in my video? How did it work?
Yeah, she was comfortable. Because I met her when I was already vlogging. So she already knew what I do and what I like to do.
So even when you're talking to her that day, she already knew you? Did she already know you the first day you met Pat?
Yeah, she knew me, but not as in personally. She knew that I was Kadochi.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So just Nawomveka na Kadochi. So and I noticed at some point, I think she also started with her own vlogs.
Yeah, she's now into vlogging as well. Yeah.
So you did to teach her around the game or just so?
Yeah, she's been learning. She's been seeing how I do my things. She's learning how to edit. Back then she used to tell me, no, nistego edit ka video ka. But apa, uzampeza chapanga vlog yake yonse mchamushe. You know, and it's been good for her. She's also making something out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how, even just from the way things are, like what happened there. I was watching a video where you're apologizing. You're saying, generally, you have a lot of people who love you being female more than the guys.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's the case?
I don't know. It's always been like that. Ever since the vlogging thing started, it's always been like that. And mostly, most of my fans are ladies. Kumakala sometimes nienda guys and girlfriends kafuna bona again. Kadochi, let me talk to him. Guys are some you know what I mean? So manga yetu atamba it's okay wapita, you know.
So maybe it's something that you do in the videos. Maybe it's you interacting na Mianda. You make guys feel like okay. Maybe you make guys girls complain at it's more romantic, Kadochi, and so on. Maybe that's why guys have a different.
I feel like I wouldn't say it's what I do. I just feel like it depends from from where you're coming from and how you are raised. You know what I mean? In Kukula Kwanga, like when I was growing up, I used to see my dad showing my mom so much love. You know what I mean? Or when I kunchit, or the drink, a biscuit. So mom used to be happy, and I read the quote which said, "The best thing a father can ever do to his children, like it's showing love to their mother more." You know what I mean? So I used to feel nice when I see my dad showing my mom love. It used to make me happy, and it taught me how to treat a woman. Yeah. So I feel like it just depends, like on how you grew up and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, with how things are, because of you being a romantic, I bet there's some ladies again who want that romance, kuri Kadochi. The one what Mianda gets, they also want that. How do you manage to deal with that?
I wouldn't say I'm perfect when it comes to those things. You know what I mean? Sometimes, kumangati, I'm girls, no, you're a good guy, you're loving, and I would like to have a guy like you. Maybe time you can even respond in a flirty way whereby I'm gonna issue relationship. But then after I'm human. I won't say I'm 100% perfect. You know what I mean? Sometimes, then a guy, sitting and I'm actually perfect. Man, got you perfect. You don't say no.
So you've been caught cheating before?
Yes, I have. Not really cheating like physical, you know, but maybe my messages say like, I've like entertained the girl. Yeah. But then I'm not perfect.
It sounds like you've been caught more than once, more than twice.
No, not money. Not money. Just once a while.
But have you ever caught someone you've been with cheating? I mean, it doesn't have to be meander per se.
Yeah.
And how did you deal with that?
No, I ended things. I told her no, I can't. Okay, it's really sad when you find something out from someone else instead of from them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ndio check a video. Wait. See baby yako eh. Hey, no I mean. Yeah, and that was on a birthday. So a guy was posting a romantic video ku status na posting. Kanchi kuruja muzaka wina ngu status ni muzanga nayo kwa viewing na kuruja hizo.
Yeah.
So he sent my video to that guy and then na video am guys abura kwenye phone.
So she didn't even defend herself at no Chan.
No, she was saying that's my ex Shan. You know what I mean? But then it is what it is. My ex was posting a video romantic for birthday yako. Na sisi hairstyle ya juu.
But with me and they've never experienced anything like that.
No, not like that. Let me check to my old classmates to talk school to Jata. I remember me, I'm done. Or to my ex talk done to school. Where I need my watch in books. I'm not even It's now when I'm dating I'm done. But then it's nothing serious.
But do you ever sometimes regret putting your relationship public? So
I do sometimes, but not that much because you know it's better if like most of the times when I regret is when they start bullying her, like body shaming and all that. That's when I feel like maybe it was a bad idea because at this point I'm used being cyberbullied, but when they normally bully my girlfriend, I feel bad for her. You know what I mean? But in the actual sense, she's more stronger than me, like mentally.
Really?
Yeah.
Always could you with the temper, the son you want to respond.
Niko emotional but her she's really good at ignoring things.
Yeah.
But I say but a guy or something.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
But the fact that your relationship is out in the public, do you also feel like you've given yourself pressure? You have to now maintain the relationship because you know people are Fika Sunshine and maybe the others are waiting for that to happen for you.
But the question one bit. But one thing about me is that I'm a risk taker, you know what I mean? Even if it ends, I want to show people that it's okay, you can date someone, you can be happy. And that's part of life. No one has lived this life, you go at Ankara, you guys, this is how you live life, you know what I mean? So you just let things happen. If it means taking a risk, just take it. In as much as I portray my relationship, which is bad, but again, it's good. It has brought good things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in as much as it is bad, but it's also good in some way. Yeah.
So let's talk about you being a content creator. What would you say are some of your big goals and plans as a content creator? Because you know, for artists, you can easily say, "Oh, my biggest goal is to win a Grammy. My biggest goal is to have my music across the continent, across the world." But what's your biggest goal as a content creator?
Like what I really want.
Yeah, what you really want. Whereby if it happens, you can say that I
just want I think what I really want is having my own reality TV show. You know what I mean? But because it's not really easy for people to like the way you live, like just them being entertained with how you live your life. They just genuinely love seeing you live your life and then you're making money through living your life. And then I think if I had to make it big, I would open my own reality TV show. That's what I would really want, like my own.
So you really are convinced that your life is so interesting. Your life is interesting like that.
Yeah. I'm convinced because of the engagements and all that. I mean, numbers don't lie. Yeah.
So even with that, don't you get pressure that maybe I need to find somewhere to go? I should find myself this side so that I create content? Because even as you were saying, you want to be low key when you go for events. Won't that affect your content creation?
It won't, because I would normally avoid maybe making content in public places, you know what I mean? Like, no, but when I'm living my normal life at home, maybe when I want to go by that side I can make, you know what I mean? Yeah, but not really kuma big events. Yeah.
But what do you say is the most interesting thing about your life that should really get people watching?
You know, I've been making vlogs way before I started making money. There's a my bus, I used to walk on foot, you know, I would visit my female friends, and pick it up, then I go to a boarding house, that I'm going to my movies, you know what I mean? And People really enjoy that. This guy is so real. This guy is so hard. So I just, if I'm eating Shima with Chihuahua, then that's it. That's your content for today. You know what I mean?
And then people will be watching.
Yeah, people will be watching. Be like, guys, we are Manipang.
And then the others will say, okay, it's too much of Kadochi. It's the same old stuff. Do you have a plan on just changing your content a little bit, just going a different direction?
Yeah, at times I do acting, a bit of drama. But
Oh, so some things are not real that happen. Is that what you're saying?
no, like I do a bit of acting.
Oh, okay.
Because my video to acting, I can have a page to Lipo. Yeah.
Okay. I get what you mean. Like the type of. But who are your top content creators out there in Zambia?
There's Ruth Ronnie.
Yeah.
Manipanga.
What do you think of what do you think of Ruth Ronnie's dress?
I think she understood the assignment. That dress was nice.
Even though she didn't win best dressed.
Yeah, but it was really nice. I think she you know, it was about something about royalty. I don't know. I think she nailed it, and she had to give people something to talk about.
Yeah.
That's what content is all about. You know what I mean? Give people something to talk about. I think she did justice.
So Ruth Ronnie, I know that's your inspiration when it comes to my vlogs.
Yeah.
Who else?
Let me see. Who else? In Zambia.
Yeah.
I think it's just Ruth.
Okay. Yeah. Also, how is it going with na Kondwani? Are you guys cool now?
Kondwani I blocked Kondwani way back. I don't even know how to post now. Napo naona chat achina guys who anamblock ache because Kondwani akonda voyamba. I think that's his content as well, fighting with people. So if that brings him money, then we have cheated.
Social media, things that are going
social media, the toxic.
Yeah. But Kadochi, thanks a lot for joining us today on the show. Wish you all the best and looking forward to hearing from you again. And hopefully, night market chair, I'll call you up on stage
again.
We'll see if people really meant the booing.
Yeah. We'll see. It's a design. One pass a warning. We need to learn from our mistakes. So, ukanyangana chenza katava.
No, but thanks a lot for coming through, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.